my home are BrightLiving bulbs because they're LED bulbs. They are beautiful and they really don't, use the electricity like regular bulbs do. It's so much cheaper to have BrightLiving bulbs, LED bulbs in your home. Trust me, it's so much cheaper. But I will tell you too, what they also came out with now is outdoor bulbs. Outdoor bulbs that actually you can use them indoors or outdoors. But what I like is that you can use these outdoors and it will turn on at dusk and turn off at dawn. No more having to flip the switch every night to turn on the lights on the outside, and then in the morning remember to turn them off. And the other thing is that it's literally pennies on the hour for you to be able to use these. We're going to bring in my good friend Amy D'Angelo, and she's going to tell us all about these. And there's also one choice you have to make, whether you want daylight or soft white. So we call it daylight or soft light. Excuse me, I said soft white, but soft light. And basically soft light is like an indoor lighting. Daylight is a little more whiter. We'll get into that. Hi Amy, how are you tonight?
I am so wonderful. How are you this evening?
I'm so thrilled because I got to tell you, I bought these like a week and a half ago and we just love them.
Oh, I'm so glad. I moved today and I have to tell you, I took my bulbs with me. Why?
Oh, yeah.
Because they last 50,000 hours. So why not make sure that you have these?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
this is that Dusk to Dawn bulb. I'm actually going to ask my assistant if he'll just turn off the light, 3, 2, 1, and watch what happens to this bulb next to me.
Boom.
It comes on automatically. And that's what I love. Now, my mom was that mentality of you have to have a light on at night in your home so your home looks like you're there. Whether you're there or not, you've got to have a light on. So we always had a light on in my front hall.
Yeah.
But I love the fact that I can use this in my front hall, like my mom trained me, or I can use them outside. But there's no timers, there's no special fixtures. Some of those fixtures with the eye, they're not very pretty. This has a built-in sensor, so it's going to go on, like you said, automatically at dusk, and it's going to turn off automatically at dawn. And my dad is an optometrist. I talk about him a lot, but the daylight is that brighter, whiter, crisper light. I have the daylight on my front porch where my packages get delivered so that you can clearly see all the steps.
Yeah.
But in my backyard, I've got that soft light because that's where we sit and hang out by the fire pit and we'll have a cup of coffee or a glass of wine.
Yeah.
So it's more ambient. And that's really how I like to differentiate between the two hues of color.
Yeah.
In my living room where I've got that light, thanks to my mom, I always have that soft white because that softer light, it's more of that golden glow that we can equate to that incandescent bulb. But this is a 60-watt equivalent bulb, but it's only going to use 8 watts of energy. And they are shatter resistant. They come to us from our friends at BrightLiving, and it's going to last 50,000 hours.
Yeah.
So if you use this 12 hours a day, each bulb is going to last 11 and a half years.
Say that again.
If you use this bulb 12 hours a day, dusk to dawn, it's going to last 11 and a half years. That's why I took all mine with me when I moved today.
Exactly. Girl, I can't believe you're on the air after you just moved today. You have to be exhausted. But I will tell you, we did the same thing because we moved just a few months ago and I took all my BrightLiving bulbs with me to my new house and replaced them in the old house with incandescent lights. You know what I mean? They can get their own. But I will tell you this, that this, when you talk about the amount of money that it costs to use these or money it would save, what would you say?
Oh, it's pennies on the day that you're using these.
Yeah.
And while we're actually here, I'm going to ask my assistant to turn back on my light because when the sun comes up, 3, 2, 1, this goes off automatically. And I'm going to do it one more time for you. Let's turn that light off. 1, 2, 3, and it comes on. So that's what I love. It is very, reasonable to use these. They're very inexpensive to use as far as, that savings goes. They only use 8 watts of energy, which is fabulous. But again, where are you going to get a light bulb that's smart? It's got that built-in sensor to sense there's no sensor on my lamp here, you know.
Yeah.
There's no special light. It's built in. It knows. I don't know, Mary Beth, how these bulbs get so smart.
I know it, and they're so, you know, like we say, they're practically unbreakable. I mean, they could break, but one thing, can I just ask this real quick?
Yeah.
If you're going to use these, do you need to have the light switch in the on position?
So I always leave that position. Yes, you want to leave it in the on position. And
Correct.
sometimes I have a piece of tape over that switch
Yeah.
so that no one touches it, or I have a
Right.
little, little circle dot or something on it
Yeah.
so that no one knows. But
Right.
that's what I love because it just knows.
Yeah. Now I want to turn off the lights, and we're going to watch those lamps in the back. So we'll
Okay.
bring the lights down.
I
Watch what
count to 3.
happens.
1, 2, 3. And look, they go on
Perfect.
automatically. Don't you love that?
And by the way, on the left-hand side, well, as you're looking at them, the right-hand side is going to be what we call the daylight, and the one on the left side is going to be the soft light, I believe. Is that what you
Yeah.
guys told me? I mean, the bottom line is the daylight is a whiter light. The soft
Correct.
light is a little bit more like an amber kind of light. Not amber, but you know, the way a
Golden.
regular incandescent bulb has been all our lives, basically, is what it amounts to. And so these are super great. Think about if you have 2 sconces by your garage. Okay? Or you've got 2 sconces on either side of the front door. Or what if you've got a sconce or 2 on the back, by the back door or the deck
Yes.
door kind of thing. Now you've got 6 coming your
Yeah.
way. And if you want to have both the daylight and the soft light, you get a set of each and share them with someone else in the family or the neighbors or whatever. But the whole
Yes.
thing is that it's brilliant. I am so in love with these. I can't even begin to tell you. It's made my life so much easier because A, I don't have to turn the lights on every night, nor do I have to remember to turn them off every morning. And
No.
I hate it when I'm gone all day and I've left the lights on all day and I'm like, ugh, it just costs me more money with electricity. These are so super cheap to run because it's
And-
LEDs.
That's right. And no timers, no special fixtures, no electrician needs to come and do anything. Put them into your existing fixtures and they will automatically go on and off. And as you mentioned, make sure that light switch is on, whether you
Yeah.
put a piece of sticky tape or a little
Yeah.
circle dot or something on it so that everyone knows, and that way they will come on just like they did here at
Yeah.
dusk and go off at dawn, and you don't ever have to think about that again.
Well-
And my dad even has lampposts going up his driveway, and we put
Yes.
them in all of those too. Yeah.
Brilliant, brilliant. Amy, thank you so much. Thank you so much for taking the time, even though you moved today. My goodness, I just so appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you, you too. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye now. Sale price, get those quickly because you don't want to miss out. You can go to QVC.com and just go in and look at all the Easter shop. Maybe you're in the mood for some kind of refresh in your home. We're talking about At Home with Mary Beth tonight. And so you can definitely enjoy just shopping for Easter or for spring. Now, I am so excited that I've got my next guest live